From laboratory straight to business, for 20 years the Scuola Superiore Sant'Anna has been supporting the creation of spin-off businesses. Since 2000, indeed, the venture has been increasing in importance. Every year, on average, 2.5 businesses come into being. This is a remarkable achievement for a small-scale university like Sant'Anna. So far, more than 40 spin-off businesses have been set up, most of which, 36 to be precise, are still operating.
The Scuola Superiore Sant'Anna is an example quite unique in the scenario of Italian universities. We not only have research as our mission, we also have teaching at a very high level for our talented students, but we also try to transfer the results of our activities into new companies that are created inside the Scuola as spin-off companies of the Scuola, so that we provide an efficient technology transfer to the country. In the recent 20 years, over 40 new spin-off companies have been generated here at the Scuola. Most of them are still active. This represents a record in the Italian university system. We are very convinced that this represents an opportunity for our country, not only to have a reputation in science and technology, but also in the ability to transfer these results into new companies that will generate opportunities for young people in our country.
Scienza Macchinale was the first of Sant'Anna's spin-offs, founded in 1990. The idea actually originated in some researchers' passion for what was the first school laboratory, the Arts Lab. Robotics was the starting point for the group's research and project activities. Now Scienza Macchinale has 50 staff and is present in the marketplace with 2 brands.
The 2 brands are Novamentis, for which we are working in contract research market. Some companies arrive and we are working for them, realizing whatever they want. The second brand is Sensometrico. Sensometrico is a brand for devices for controlling metals and alloys. But in this video you will see a machine which is a collaboration with Scuola Superiore Sant'Anna and other spin-off of Scuola Superiore Sant'Anna. It is a very interesting robotic application for rehabilitation of the upper limb, and it is an orthosis, and it is interesting for the all-over market.
This is a forklift simulator, like the ones used for loading and unloading containers in the docks. It has also been adapted for use by disabled people. It was designed and produced by a working group of the Percro laboratory within the Sant'Anna TESIP Institute, which set up a spin-off company along with some industrial partners.
Our company wants to design and develop very complex simulators, exploiting the knowledge and abilities of our laboratory, both on the graphical, physical and mechanical aspect of the simulation. Our contacts are mainly logistic and port sector, and we want to develop simulators also for other sectors like sport or gaming.
Robotech was set up in 2004 following the commission for a completely new educational robot in kit form. We can see it here. It was a worldwide success. This led to the expansion and diversification of activities, and it was right here in Peccioli, where the company is based, that a street sweeping robot was tested on the roads. This was followed by the creation of the Flatboat, a craft used for monitoring the waters of lakes, rivers and lagoons.
Robotech is a research and development company in the field of educational and service robotics that over the years diversified its activities by adding services for electronic products development for third parties. We can bring our customers from the very initial idea to the prototypes up to the full production ready for the market. We are the only official European design house for sensory that is world leader in the embedded voice recognition and synthesis, and therefore we acquired specific competencies in developing products with the voice recognition, from toys to electrical appliances and of course robotics. As regards robotics, we have strong competencies and experience in developing service robots that can interact with common people of any age. We want to bring those kind of robots to the market, and so we are investigating which are the services that common people would really like to delegate to robots. And we are also looking for companies and public institutions interested in exploiting these kind of robots for satisfying real people needs.
Recno produces video surveillance systems capable of automatically detecting people, vehicles and situations in specific places and sending out an immediate alarm signal. The target market is ports, airports and industrial areas. The company was set up in 2010.
Recno is a company devoted to artificial vision system for industrial and military application. Our flagship product is the Recno Sense, video surveillance intelligence system, which is able to make people detection and recognition in a way that removes the human operator in controlling the monitors. So any video surveillance system, new or existing, can be upgraded into an automated threat detection system by Recno Sense, which is so a cost-effective, fault-tolerant, scalable solution. Recno Sense technology is based on advanced machine learning techniques, which make the system robust in the face of variable environmental conditions and exploiting at the best the contents of the video stream. A powerful graphic user interface allows the user to optimize the results of the elaboration according to its particular application.
Fastenica exploits all the robotic and ICT skills its team built up in the Sant'Anna laboratories. This led to the devising of intelligent sensors like this one, capable of gauging temperature, pressure and form of contact, or control systems for robots and automatic machines.
The mission of Fastenica is the exploitation of robotics and research in information communication technologies. For example, our competence is covering the field of electronics, informatics and mechanics. The competence of people in Fastenica are useful in the development of new sensors, for example for flexible tactile sensor, useful for cover robotics and artificial hands, in order to provide sensing capabilities like pressure, temperature measurement and slippage detection. The other device that Fastenica is engaged is in the development of an innovative device comprising actuation and regulation of the stiffness in order to develop a new machine for rehabilitation or for fitness activities, in order to preserve the safeness of the users during the training sessions.
Genesis makes environmental monitoring systems for transport security and surveillance. The Spinoff company, which is based in Parma, was started up in 2007 on the initiative of a Sant'Anna alumnus.
Genesis helps people live safer and better by bringing into their daily lives intelligent systems and devices able of extracting, processing and delivering relevant information. We operate in 5 main business areas, which are environment, industry, mobility, health and wellness and security. Our BISPER wireless sensor network platform is currently used in Italy and abroad for environmental monitoring and structural monitoring. Our Pantobot system is being installed in the high-speed national railway line for automatic inspection of train pantograph. We don't have external investors. We recently established a couple of strategic partnerships, and we plan to come into the market in the very near future with 3 important products. One in the field of behavioral security and surveillance, another one in the field of distributed seismic monitoring, and the third one in the field of health and wellness. We mainly operate with foreign customers. The most important of them are Toyota and several national railways companies.
Pragma Engineering is a company based in Perugia, dating back to 1994, stemming from the idea of a Sant'Anna alumnus, among others. Activities are split into 2 main branches: testing and measuring systems and neuro rehabilitation equipment.
From the beginning of its activity, Pragma was distinguished for a relevant offering in the sector of research and development. It's due of the experience of the founder and also due from the relevant contacts with the academic and scientific sector. Into specific, Pragma designs and manufactures systems for automatic test equipment in the sector of energy, transportation and aerospace. The relevant clients in this sector are Selex, General Electric Transportation System, Trenitalia and Emerson Power Network. Pragma is operating as an alliance member with National Instruments. In parallel with these activities, Pragma developed a strong collaboration in field of assistive technology and technology related to rehabilitation systems. Pragma developed its own offer on the basis of a telerehabilitation system that can be applied in occupational therapy and cognitive therapies. They are utilized in clinical centers, rehabilitation centers, home of patients, and more often to sustain social innovation projects of not-profit associations.
Here is an industrial machine visualized in all its parts, assembled and dismantled. We can see everything right down to smallest detail. But this is a virtual reality machine developed in laboratories of VR Media, where they design and make industrial protective helmets for enhanced reality, capable of allowing the technician to have access to instant information, to give the right command, and to supply real-world information. VR Media is a spin-off which was founded in 2002 as a branch of the Percro laboratory.
So we deal with both virtual reality and augmented reality that in many ways are complementary. With virtual reality, what we do is to immerse the user in a virtual environment, something generated by the computer, and that we can use for training purposes or for medical training or for cultural heritage. And we normally sell this kind of very big projection systems to universities or big industries. With augmented reality, the idea is more to build wearable computers, small wearable computers, with special glasses, very similar to the Google glasses that are so fancy in these days. And through these wearable computers and special glasses, a technician can see information in augmented reality overlapped directly on the machine that he needs to fix. And this can help him to be very effective when servicing machinery or performing an operation. VR Media, being a spin-off of a university, tries to keep up with the technology process. So we are constantly evolving our product to adapt it to the new technologies and to the new possibilities. In terms of virtual reality, we are constantly working on new systems with higher resolution, better feeling of immersion, lower latency. In terms of augmented reality, we are working on smaller wearable computers, better displays, better tracking capabilities. We try to keep up with the progress in these fields.
Evidence is a young, dynamic company which makes software for industry, for the automobile sector, for electric appliances, and numerous other applications. It came into being in 2002 and today numbers 20 highly qualified employees. And this has in turn generated a new spin-off.
Yes, Evidence is a 20-people company, actually, with 8 of them with PhD. We are very well trained and well motivated to provide the software services for industry and in particular for the automotive sector. In particular, I can cite Magneti Marelli or Cobo Automotive, which are using Eric Enterprise for their products. Eric Enterprise is the first open source real-time operating system which has been certified for automotive. And also we also work for companies like Honeywell or EMA or others which are working in industry, and we are pushing open source software like Linux or Android. And finally, we are recently providing a new tool named the E4 Coder for automatic code generation for industrial control system, robotic applications, and other control systems so used in the industry.
Agriculture is not what it used to be. Alongside traditional methods, technology is also asserting itself and proving an extremely useful tool for those working in the sector. EDIT is a spin-off dating from 2001, conceived by the local entomology group from Sant'Anna.
EDIT developed several kinds of tools like a geographical information system, online maps, decision support system, and advanced data elaboration methods to create standard tools to support farmer and policymaker in taking their decision. In the future, it's very important to integrate all these kind of tools with smart sensor data, crowdsourcing data, and to improve this kind of elaboration in order to improve the environmental impact of agriculture and also to support farmers in their own production.
ERGO, which in Italian stands for Energy and Resources for Sustainability Governance, originated in 2006 on the initiative of a group of Sant'Anna academics and researchers who are already involved in sustainability management at international level. With its 20 partners today, ERGO supplies consultancy services to public and private organisations in Italy and abroad. In June 2013, it attained EMAS registration.
Our basic idea is that any entrepreneur wants to develop a company that is competitive, sustainable and healthy. Unfortunately, regulation, technical, economic, managerial issues are not easy aspects to deal with. Our mission is to help private and public organizations to handle these challenges through providing our best expertise in the field of sustainable management, research and consultancy. We offer a set of services that ranges from the implementation of integrated management systems to life cycle assessment and environmental product footprint. In these years, we have been quite successful. In fact, we have increased exponentially our turnover. Eni, Knauf and Luxottica, the company that holds the brand Ray-Ban, are some of the companies that can express satisfaction for the implementation of our tools.
Red Hub is engaged in research management. It also provides consultancy services on the presentation development of projects, participation in European tenders and the search for funding. Its team boasts a variety of skills ranging from economics and law to more technological capacities.
Red Hub is a spin-off company of Scuola Superiore Sant'Anna, and it is established and operating since 2012 in the management of research and innovation. Red Hub services encompass the selection of the most suitable funding opportunities for specific project ideas and services for the management of the project consortium, of the running project and of activities for spreading and exploiting the project results. The focus is on EU-funded projects, and Red Hub integrates the knowledge and the competence of a full professor of theory of mechanisms and machines, an electronic and biomedical engineer, and an economist expert in the management of innovative technologies. In this initial phase of activities, we have participated in several project proposals, especially under the 7th Framework Programme of the European Commission for Research and Innovation, and local proposals for supporting small and medium enterprises.
Lab 11, the name derives from the date of the company's birth, November 2011, offers companies consultancy services on business models and open innovation, and assists managers and entrepreneurs in defining their strategies and discovering new markets.
Our customers are SMEs as well as large companies. They all share the need to change their strategies, their business models. What we do with them is we offer executive education tools as well as business model developments and new approaches for marketing strategies. We like to change with them, starting with managers and entrepreneurs, a dialogue through which we are able to identify the items and the elements that can redesign the new strategies, and together with them we try to implement. We are a spin-off of Scuola Superiore Sant'Anna, And we can say that we are in a continuous spin between theory and practice, as we need to keep our models very much updated, but we also learn from the continuous interaction with our customers.
Since 2000, the Technodeo company has been providing consultancy services regarding innovative projects for public bodies, for example some local authorities in Valdera, for businesses and other spin-offs. Their experience is considerable and ranges from feasibility studies to search for funding, from network creation to sharing in the dissemination of ideas.
Technodeo is a spin-off company of the Scuola Superiore Sant'Anna. The head office is in Peccioli, Pisa. We offer a full range of technical and academic skills, together with an international business network in the fields of mechatronics, microengineering, biomedical engineering and ICT. Besides, we work in new fields as robotics, e-health and smart environment. Our main services are due diligence of ideas and technology investment projects, investment analysis in innovative fields, research and development of new robotics-based products and services, project stimulation of project development and entrepreneurship for young researchers, management of industrial and research projects like Robotira, and new funded projects that aims at integrating robotic platforms for active and healthy aging and independent living.
Cesue carries out communication, project consultancy and training activities on the subjects of the European Union and global governance. The company was set up in 2013 on the initiative of a group of researchers from Sant'Anna and the University of Roma III.
Cesue is the first spin-off company of the Dirpolis Institute at the Sant'Anna School of Advanced Studies. Our mission is to create new communication and educational tools in the fields of the European unification process and global governance. And we also offer our strong experience to support public and private institutions to catch the numerous occasions offered by the international organizations and the European one in particular. And we were born to spread and enhance our brand new communication format, which is called European Awareness Days, that we realized in Italy already at the national level, and that we want to realize also in Europe to have a say in the public debate about the development of the European unification process.
At the end of 2012, a group of researchers from Sant'Anna set up Zmania, a company which makes devices in the neuroprosthetic sector. That is, devices that allow the control of, for example, a robotic hand or visual prosthesis. Extremely promising research which is already achieving concrete results.
Zmania designs, develops and sells a new generation of neural interfaces. Our neural interfaces are miniaturized thanks to the use of advanced techniques for microfabrication. During the next 3 years, Zmania will address the market to scientific research centers for the implant of neural interfaces in animal models. But at the same time, Zmania is developing and testing new devices for clinical application with a planned selling for 2018.
Humanware came into being in 1994 in Pisa at the Sant'Anna Engineering Laboratory. For some years now it has been producing devices like this one. It has helped for patients' rehabilitation, especially for the upper limbs. It also makes others, which we can see in this photo. The aim now is to expand and gain a foothold in international markets.
Humanware produces biomedical devices for upper limb rehabilitation and functional assessment. We estimate that the Italian market for these devices has over 90,000 potential healthcare providers. Compared to our competitors, our products are simple to use, less expensive and lighter, so they can be carried anywhere. This way we achieve benefits for everyone, the patients, the physiotherapists and the hospital. The main benefits for the patients are engage patients with interactive games, start the rehabilitation sooner than with traditional therapy, bring the device to the patient's home instead of having the patients go to the hospital, make the rehabilitation last longer. Presently, we are selling these devices on the Italian market, but we are trying to reach other countries. we are negotiating with a Swiss company, which is a market leader to robotic rehabilitation, for distributing 2 of our products, Motore and Ultra, on the global market.
Win Medical was set up in 2009 by researchers and young managers from Sant'Anna, together with highly experienced doctors. The company, now well known throughout Europe, operates in the biomedical sector, devising and producing devices like these which measure patients' vital parameters and constantly send out data in real time.
This is a lightweight and easy to use and comfortable to wear medical devices designed to measure physiological parameters. Our innovation from a market perspective was to introduce this kind of technology from intensive care units to general wards. What we decided to do was to sell our products first in Italy thanks to our network of sales agents. And then, starting from 2013, we expanded our international network thanks a collaboration with selected distributors. In our board of directors and in our company, we have 2 groups of private investors, which are really useful not only from a financial perspective, but thanks to their market knowledge, it's possible for us to expand to new markets. From a R&D perspective, we keep on developing and producing new sensor modules and new systems for the market.
iTech was founded in 2012 by 3 young people, Monica, Carmen and Alessandro. In its first 3 months, the startup devised and designed 2 types of sensors for video cameras, high-performance electronic eyes for application in the medical field, for which a patent application has been filed. Now the company is ready for the challenge of the marketplace.
iTech is a company we like to define as a high technology company with the scope to produce image sensor for the biomedical field. We started thanks to the support of a grant from Provincia di Trento, which allowed us to produce our first prototypes and to go to the market. Now we are starting to reach our potential customers, and in parallel we are thinking about the next generation of sensors.
The history of Espress 3D began in 2011 when it won the Tuscany Start Cup Prize. That idea was successfully translated into business reality in 2012. The company operates in the biotechnology sector and is based within the Cisanello Hospital in Pisa in the Endocast laboratory.
The Espress 3D team is composed by 3 engineers and 3 clinicians. We offer to the market of healthcare and to the market of the biomedical industries high-tech solutions for the planning, the simulation and the execution of surgical interventions. In the field of the surgical planning, we offer patient-specific 3D models to plan and to choose the better approach in the surgical field. In the field of the simulation, we produce high-detailed simulators for surgical training and also as commercial demonstrators for marketing purposes. For the execution of the intervention, we offer to neuro and orthopedic surgeons an innovative solution to guide the insertion of the screw inside the spine. This is a patented solution that we want to commercially exploit, and in fact we are looking for investors that could help us to go faster to the market.
What we see here are devices for mini-invasive surgery. They are called Starlight and Star System and are used to stop the blood in surgical operations. They were designed and developed by the Echimed company, which is based in the Peccioli Business Incubator. Echimed was set up in 2010, but also benefited from experience built up by other companies in the field in previous years.
Echimed is focused on the research and development of a product in the field of minimal invasive surgery. We collaborate with opinion leader surgeons to develop these products. We also commercialize products that we buy abroad and we sell in Italy. We started to sell our products in Italy, but 1 year ago we also started to sell our product in USA, Saudi Arabia, Libya and other countries in Europe. We collaborate with the Scuola Superiore Sant'Anna for a European funded project, and we also develop every night together with a local company.
The team of BioCare Provider, an innovative company which makes healthcare software, has been working together since 2011. There are 3 engineers, 3 IT experts and 2 pharmaceutical chemists. 2 years later, in 2013, the company was set up. It now aims to move also into hardware, making devices that assist the patient with pharmacological therapies.
Biocare Provider is an innovative startup whose mission is to provide doctors and patients with new technologies. Our goal is to help patients improving their medication adherence while reducing healthcare costs. We would like to help patients understand risks and benefits related to the intake of drugs, and at the same time we would like also to help them improving their quality of life. We are now developing our application for smartphone, Android and iOS, and at the same time we are also developing a special device dedicated to chronic patients less familiar with new technologies.
The school also has a team that backs up the spin-off companies. Indeed, the Research Appraisal Office helps in scouting for business ideas, assessing ideas and creating business plans, managing internal procedures for the setting up of companies, as well as maintaining contacts with the companies after their incorporation. Finally, it provides information on possibilities of financing and collaboration.
Scuola Sant'Anna has always invested a lot of resources in technology transfer activities. It is well known in Italy for the creation of spin-off companies and for its patenting and licensing activities. Somehow Scuola Sant'Anna has been among the most active Italian universities in this field. However, there is always room for improvement, and Sant'Anna is actually heavily involved in thinking about new ways of transferring research results. For this reason, it collaborates with Italian and foreign universities, as well as a large number of industrial companies. The objective is to invent the new ways, the new proper ways to interpret the third mission of universities. So how to engage with companies and also how to foster local and regional development without any negative consequence on research activities. On the other hand, its objective is exactly to establish complementarities between research activities and transfer activities.